Hi everyone, this is Teacher Jen from camkush.com and welcome to Essential Grammar in Use book by Raymond Murphy. Today we will continue our discussion on Unit 36. If you can still remember, we talked about the phrase I used to. I used to. So, if you can still remember too, we talked about Dave here. What his work before and what is his work now. So, Dave used to work in a factory. Now, he works in a supermarket. So, in the past, Dave used to work in a factory. Now, he works in a supermarket. So, there's change in the past and present. Now, let's continue our discussion here. If you can still remember too, this is the structure of making sentences using that phrase. The subject first, and then the words used to, and then our verb. Now let's continue discussing these sentences. They used to live in the same street as us, so we used to see them a lot, but we don't see them very often these days. They used to live in the same street as us, so we used to see them a lot, but we don't see them very often these days. So we have two here in this sentence. So here, students, as you can see, okay, so as you can see here, in the past, we're talking about they, okay, that's our subject. They used to live in the same street, okay, in the past, and but now not anymore because they changed their house or they moved to a new apartment or house. So the speaker is saying that they or those people used to live in the same street, but now not anymore. So before, they used or he or she used to see those people a lot, but now not anymore. Okay? Now let's go on to the next sentence. Helen used to have a piano, but she sold it a few years ago. Helen used to have a piano, but she sold it a few years ago. So here, Helen used to have a piano before in the past, but now not anymore because she sold it. She sold it a few years ago. Okay? Now let's talk about the negative form of this phrase. Now, the negative is, of course, it is different. I didn't used to. I didn't used to. So, when I was a child, I didn't used to like tomatoes. When I was a child, I didn't used to like tomatoes. So here, as you can see, the structure is just the same. We just have to add the word not. Just as the same with other negative sentences. But here, this is the opposite statement of the first one, okay? When I was a child, I didn't used to like tomatoes, but now I like them, okay? Now, the question. How about the question form of this phrase? Now, the question form is, did you used to? Did you used to? So let's have an example here. Where did you used to live before you came here? Where did you used to live before you came here? So here you are asking someone, where did they used to live before they came here? So now they are here at this certain place, but before they lived in another place. So you're asking about that. Now we use used to. We used to only for the past. You cannot say I used to for the present. Remember, we only use used to for the past because we're talking about what happened in the past. Let's have some examples here. I used to play tennis. These days, I play golf. I used to play tennis. These days, I play golf. So you're saying here that before you played tennis, but now you play golf, not tennis anymore. So don't use or don't say I used to play golf. We have to have D in our word use. Another one, we usually get up early. We usually get up early. So we will not say we used to get up early. Okay? Because that's another meaning and the grammar is not correct. So when you say we usually get up early, that means usually or most of the time you get up early. But here, we used to get up early. If you will say this, then that means before you wake up early, but now not anymore. And also this is a grammatical error because this word used should be in the past tense. So now I think this is the end of our lesson. I want you to review everything that we discussed on this page about the phrase I used to. Remember all the important information, okay? Also, I would like to encourage you to enroll in Camlish.com's classes because we can definitely help you improve your English skills. Now, this is the end of our lesson. I hope you learned something. This is Teacher Jen from Camlish.com saying goodbye and see you on our next video. Goodbye!